All right, so I'm here with Don Taylor. How are we doing today?
Donald Ramsey.
Don Ramsey, forget that. Don Ramsey, I'm here with. Don Taylor is his brother. So how are we doing today, Don?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
How long have you been with Variant Express?
Started with U.S. Express in 2004. Okay. Started with Variant in Exception June 2019.
Okay, I've never heard of this company before. I'm from Canada, so that's probably why. Okay. But what do you guys do? Where do you haul?
Over the road. We hit all 48 states. Don't go into Canada more or Mexico. But other than that, all 48 states.
Yeah, okay. And, are you driver management, or are you?
I'm in operations. Used to be VP of Ops. Now I'm over our ambassador program.
Okay, the ambassador program. So what is the ambassador program? Tell me what that is.
The ambassador program is for our drivers that want to can go recruit other drivers and get compensated for it.
All right, so like most programs, you get $500 if they stay 6 months or something like that.
No, this one's a little bit different. So you'll get $2,000 if you get somebody hired in once they run their first load. Then you get 2 pennies a mile for every mile that employee runs, as long as they're with the company.
So it's like a royalty program.
Yeah, and then it goes down 8 levels. So if I hire you, I get 2,002 pennies. If you hire somebody else, I'm making money off of you and that driver.
Oh, wow.
It just stair steps down.
Oh, wow. So it's an incentive for everybody to get. Now, how do you not bring on the wrong person?
So I tell every ambassador, they worry about hiring the wrong one. Their application will dictate if they're hireable or not. If they're a poor driver, obviously unsafe, that application will dictate that, and we won't hire them.
Right, but it doesn't look bad because there's a lot of people that over my years, I drove for 25 years as well, and over my years you recommend them, maybe they're good buddies with you. You know, a lot of people are great having a beer with, but it's different when they go to work.
That's right. Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
So that always reflects bad, where I don't want to recommend people. So I'm assuming there's no judgment on if I recommend you, let's say, for the company, and it doesn't work out. It doesn't have a reflection on me.
No, we can't expect you to be the recruiter and the background check.
Well, that's the way it used to be, right? That's why a lot of people stopped recommending, because it looks bad on them.
Yeah.
Right? So how long's that program been in place?
It's been going on probably 19, 20 months now.
Okay.
Yep.
It's working well?
Working well.
How many people have you hired roughly? Just through that program? Just like how
400.
many people? 400?
Yep.
Wow. How big's your fleet? How many trucks have you got?
Not at liberty to say right now, because we're almost at the end of the quarter, earnings call, all that stuff.
Okay.
We ended the end of the year last year around 1,500, just over 1,500 trucks.
Okay, so you're a fair size fleet. So 400 is like a third of the fleet.
Yep.
Wow. So what's the ambassador? What did the team think about this when you announced it to them?
So
are they going, yeah, we're going to be money makers?
Sometimes it sounds too good to be true, right? So there's a little bit of, are you sure? And what's the catch? We get that a lot, but there's no catch. Wouldn't ever charge an ambassador a penny. There's literally zero investment other than effort and opportunity, right?
Right. And what happens if they quit after a year? Is there a certain time frame they have to stay in?
No, if their squad member leaves, they just lose that 2 cents a mile. It goes away. So the 2,000 is kind of like a thank you, right? That 2 cents a mile is intentional. That's because that's your investment, right? So if you're my 2 cents a mile, I'm checking up on you constantly, right? How's it going? What can I do for you?
Well, not you're checking and you're doing miles, but making sure that you're comfortable. Like sometimes a new guy comes on and do I want to help him or not? Do I look like I don't know. Maybe I don't want him to be my friend, but now it's an incentive for that driver to go, hey, let me show you. Here's where we get the oil from, and here's how this works. And it makes everybody kind of more of a team player.
Right? That, and you want another you. You want your squad member to go start recruiting like you do, because that's the difference between. So let's take a step back. Most OTR drivers in their lifetime, they always chase the rate per mile, and rightfully so, right? If you're making 40 and you can go make 45 somewhere, you're probably going. Right? And if you can go from 45 to 50 cents, you're probably going. And then somebody may make the same, but they got a $10,000 sign on, and we see it all the time, right? Drivers go here to here, and in their lifetime, they're going to average between $50,000 and $80,000 a year. That's just the way it is, right? Why is that enough, right? The ambassador program is a way for our drivers to make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, and it's real, and it's already happening.
Wow, that's okay. I can't say I've heard of that program. In Canada, we're talking a lot about mentor programs and that kind of thing, but I have not had anybody do an ambassador program like that. That's incredible.
Yep. So I get in front of our drivers in orientation, and this is another reason why. And I ask them a bunch of questions, you know. And then one of the questions I ask them, and it's always raise your hand. If it's true, who trusts recruits? Who trusts recruiting?
Nobody.
And nobody ever raises their hand, right?
It's like a car salesman.
Yeah. So just a quick shout out to our recruiting department. They're awesome. But traditionally, they're not trusted, right? But you trust another driver.
Yeah.
Would you trust this recruit right here, or this driver right here? You're going to trust the driver. They're going to give it to you real, right? Now we have some scars. We're not perfect today, but we have weekly town halls, and that's us sharing information with our drivers and asking them, giving them opportunity to ask us questions, right? We want to get better. We want to be the best. In this ambassador program, same cadence, we have bi-weekly meetings with them as well. What tools do you need? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? Traditional recruiting is just a very expensive part of the P&L for companies, and for years they've always done that. If you look at our slogan, one of our slogans is re-engineer trucking for good, right? Part of trucking is the recruiting process.
That's right.
Right? So if we can get our lead to hire there at a 10% clip, where traditional's 2%, you're saving money. And you're passing that money off to the driver, which is even better, right?
Most people are asking the driver, even when I was on the road, they always said, what's it like to work at that company, driver? You know? And if the drivers are keeping their equipment clean and doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know, people will naturally say, what's it like over there? And, you know? So your ambassadors don't have to work too hard either to bring somebody on. Right? So that's an incredible program. Right? So you're still looking for a lot of people. Is there a limit? Like, what happens if I'm your last ambassador you're hiring? Sorry, we're not hiring anymore. We're done.
No, I mean,
it never happens in trucking.
I can never see a limit because, again, it's a differentiator, and it's a good way for drivers to supplement their income, and it's cheaper for the company. It's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, that's great. Well, it's a great program. Congratulations. I want to talk to one of your ambassadors and see what
Yeah, we brought Alex, the trucking guy. Give him a plug real quick. He's brand new, just started.
Okay.
But if any drivers out there are interested, can I drop an email real quick?
Certainly, yeah.
It's ambassador@drivevariant.com.
Okay.